So good morning, everyone. So in today's R section, we are going to study about the vectors. In previous video, we have seen the mathematical operations, exponent, how to find out the exponent, how to find out how to use log, trigonometric functions. We have seen that, how to install packages and how to get the help from the R. That also we have seen. Now, in today's session, in yesterday's video, also we have talked about the data types. What are the data types, and what is the data structure, that homogeneous and heterogeneous. Now, in today, we are going to study about the vectors. So, vectors are homogeneous data structure. So, today we are going to study vector, which are homogeneous data structure. We're going to study about it, that how to create a vector and what other operations we can do on vector. So we need to understand what are the assignment operations in R. Okay, so what are they? Suppose assignment operation means what? If you want to save particular value in particular vector, then you need to assign, you need to use the assignable operation. So these are is equal to, then this is also arrow and dash. This is also one assignable operation, and the another one is the simple dash. Okay, you can use any of this, okay, to assign a value to the particular variable. Now we are going to talk about the vectors. So how to create vectors? Simply, you can use this command and you can create a vector. Now we want this value to be this vector. We want to assign some variable. Next, we want to assign some variable to this vector. So in this way, we can do that. Okay, so value of x is 1, 2, 3. Now, I want to tell you about this C function, and this in square bracket, you can see it is mentioned 1. So what this 1 indicates? See, this 1 indicates that the first row is contain first element of vector. So whatever vector you have assigned for the x variable, so the first element of this vector is 1. So this first element is assigned as a first element of this row. Okay, so in this row, the first element is the vector's first element. So this is this square bracket 1. In the square bracket 1 is mentioned. So this is the meaning of this square bracket in 1. So in short, the meaning is that the output indicating that the first element of the row being displayed is the first element of the vector. Okay. Now we use the here C. So C simply means the combine, and the meaning of combine is all known, that assigning together. So in this way, combine all these three values and assign those value to the x variable. This is the simple meaning of this. Okay, now we will talk about the sequence function that we use on the vector. So sequence is nothing but if you want to create a sequence like from 1 to 10, 1 to 100, or any sequence like 20 to 2000, any sequence you want to create. Okay, but we cannot physically type all those values in X. Like I want to create a vector which contains value 1 to 2. Okay, 1 to, suppose I'll say 1000. Okay, I want to create this type of vector, right? I cannot put like this. I cannot write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till 1000. What is a simple way I can do is that use the sequence function. X is equal to sequence, that I want a sequence from 1 to, suppose, 300 or 1000. So it will assign that values to the x. So if I call x, then I'll get all those values from 1 to 300. As you can see here in bracket, it is mentioned a different values. What this means actually, that this row contain first element of the vector. The second row's first element is the first element of the vector. That means in this row, the first element is nothing but the 46, and which is the 46th element of the vector. Okay. Now you can use the sequence function. You can use the customized sequence function as well. Like you want a particular sequence, like I want a sequence start from 2. Okay. And and my end value will be suppose 300. And the difference between those values, I want 5. Okay, so I'll get this. Okay, these are all value. The starting value is 2, ending value is 297 because the ending value is 3, and I want a difference is 5. Okay, so these are like you can see here 2 and 7. The difference is 5. Okay, in this way we can use the sequence function. Now we'll talk about the repeat function. So repeat function is used to repeat a particular value multiple times. For example, I want 2 to be repeat 3 to 4 times. So I'll write 2 repeat function 2 into 10 times. So it will give me 2 is written in 10 times. Okay. So in this way, we can use the repeat function. The another ways of using repeat function, that is, if I have one vector and this vector contains value from 1 to 20, suppose, and I want those vectors, I want this vector to repeat at least 10 times. So y is equal to repeat what I want to repeat, x. How many times I want to repeat? You can write times, or you can just simply write, suppose, say 6 times. Okay, I want to repeat 6 x is a vector which contain values from 1 to 20, and I want to repeat that vector 6 times. So in this way we can do it. Okay, so you can see here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. These are 20. These are my first vector, and these vectors are repeated how many times? 6 times. Okay, 6 times it is repeated. Okay, so these are the few functions. Now we can find out the length of y. So the length of y is 120. Okay, so this is for today. In another video, we'll continue this series and we'll understand all the basics related to the vectors.